George Clooney, known for his suave looks and impeccable style, has always been somewhat of an open book when it comes to his love life and family. But recently, there's been a revelation so jaw-dropping about his family that it's caught everyone by surprise. And yes, we're talking about his kids' DNA and Amal's secret, something that even Clooney didn't see coming. Now, George and Amal Clooney are one of Hollywood's most adored couples. Their marriage has been a fairy tale for many, filled with love, passion, and now, the addition of two beautiful children, Ella and Alexander. The couple's relationship has been closely followed by fans and media alike, but despite the public interest, there are still aspects of their personal lives that have remained largely under wraps, until now. It's no secret that George Clooney has been in the spotlight for decades, but nothing could have prepared him for the surprising discovery about his children's DNA. Clooney, who had always been intrigued by the idea of family history and ancestry, recently decided to look a little deeper into his kids' genetic makeup. However, what he learned about his kids' lineage wasn't just a simple history lesson, it was something that shocked him and everyone around him. It turns out that George's twins, Ella and Alexander, have a remarkable genetic connection that goes far beyond the typical Clooney family traits. While the world has known Amal to be an accomplished and brilliant human rights lawyer with a stunning background, the DNA results revealed that Ella and Alexander carry some astonishing genetic markers that George never expected. According to experts, the twins' genetic makeup shows traces of a family legacy from Amal's side that George was unaware of, an incredible mix of heritage that includes not only the usual family traits but some notable and rare DNA links to ancient European royalty. Yes, you heard that right. Amal's roots appear to stretch all the way back to some of the most prestigious and revered royal bloodlines in history. George, ever the curious man, was left stunned upon discovering that his children carry the legacy of some very powerful and historical figures. It turns out that Amal has kept this tidbit of her family history under wraps for a reason. She wanted to keep their children's upbringing grounded and focused on values, not titles. For many, Amal Clooney is a beacon of grace, intelligence, and humility. But behind that perfect smile and impeccable fashion sense, Amal has kept a very personal secret about her own heritage, something she never expected to reveal, even to George. It wasn't until the genetic results were shared that George learned a little more about Amal's family that he didn't know before. Amal, originally from Lebanon, has always been very protective of her family's history. Though the world knows her as a legal powerhouse and a humanitarian advocate, Amal's family goes way back in history, with connections to ancient civilizations and noble houses. She had known about these family secrets for years but never felt the need to share them with anyone, until now. After learning about the royal connections and the ancient DNA markers that tied his children to significant historical figures, George couldn't help but feel both in awe and a bit out of his element. It was a revelation that forced him to take a closer look at not just his children, but also at the strong and mysterious woman he married. While some might think George Clooney would be thrown off by this unexpected twist, he's actually been quite the opposite. The actor, known for his laid-back personality and sense of humor, has embraced the shocking discovery with a smile. George has always admired Amal's intelligence and accomplishments, but this new piece of the puzzle has added a whole new layer to his admiration. In a recent interview, George humorously shared that he was pretty blown away when he first learned about the royal connections on Amal's side. He joked that it made him feel like he might need to brush up on his royal etiquette. George, always the joker, admitted that he had no idea what it meant for his kids' future but that he would always keep their well-being and happiness as his #1 priority. Still, you can bet that he will be finding out more about his kids' amazing genetic background in the near future. This revelation has undoubtedly added a whole new dynamic to the Clooney family. While it doesn't change the everyday life of their children, it's clear that it has opened up a new world of possibilities for Ella and Alexander. The discovery could mean that their legacy could be connected to some incredible historical figures, but what matters most is that the Clooneys are focused on raising their children to be kind, grounded, and wise, as both George and Amal have always intended. What we've learned from this story is that no matter how much we think we know about celebrities, there's always something deeper and more complex lurking just beneath the surface. Even for a couple like George and Amal Clooney, who seem to have it all together, surprises are still waiting to be uncovered. With such an intriguing revelation about their kids' DNA, it's only natural to wonder what's next for George, Amal, and their beautiful twins. Will the Clooneys explore more of their royal lineage? How will this discovery impact the way they raise their children moving forward? So, what do you think of this mind-blowing discovery about George Clooney, Amal, and their children's DNA? Do you think this revelation will change how they live their lives? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.